Hello all, welcome to the first topic of the course AWS Cloud Architect. Today we are going to see introduction to the cloud computing. Before we move to the practically how cloud computing can be constructed or how a cloud can be constructed for any a small scale or large scale organization using AWS, first we should know the basics of cloud computing. Let's see the basics of the cloud computing. So in this topic, we will see following points. That is, what is cloud computing? What are the various types of clouds? What are the services that can be offered by cloud? What are the uses of cloud computing? Then at the end, we will see when we should go for the cloud infrastructure and when we should not go for the cloud infrastructure. So let's see. If you see the definition of the cloud computing, it is an on-demand delivery of IT resources over the internet with pay-as-you-go pricing. What does it mean is, instead of purchasing or owning and maintaining physical data center or data center servers, you can access technology services. What are the technology services? Such as computing power, storage, and database on requirement basis from a cloud provider is called as cloud computing. That means you need not to have physical infrastructure with you for your development. For your need, you can hire or take a rent of various resources like CPU, hard disk, network, memory for your development of applications. Just you have to pay for what you use. Simply, cloud computing is the delivery of computing services. What are the services that can be included in the cloud? The services like storage services you can include, various servers also you can include, database can be included in the cloud, networking also can be included, various software and intelligence also included in the cloud services. So how the services will be accessed? The services will be accessed over the internet, which we call it as a cloud, for offering the faster innovation, flexible resource usages, and for minimizing the cost we use this cloud computing. So generally user will typically pay only for cloud services what he will use. So it helps for lowering the operating cost. You can run your infrastructure more efficiently and scale as your business needs changes. So we can define cloud computing in another way also. So cloud computing involves delivering different types of services over the internet. So whichever the computing that can be given over the internet, that we call as a cloud computing. So what are the services that will be offered by cloud? The services will range from software to any analytics for securing and safe data storage. Next is, what are the various types of cloud? Here we know that cloud computing means storing and accessing data or applications over the internet. So this can be done in three ways. What are those three ways? Public cloud computing, private cloud computing, hybrid cloud computing. These are the three various ways for storing and accessing the data over the internet. Now let us see one after other. So in the public cloud, we can define public cloud as like this. Public cloud is an IT model where on-demand computing services and infrastructure are managed by a third-party provider and shared with multiple organizations using public internet. So in the public cloud, service provider offer various resources, applications, storage to the customers over the internet. The hardware resources in the public cloud are shared among similar users and accessible them over a public network such as the internet. So the budget conscious startups or small scale industries who are not keen on high level security features looking to and who are looking to save money can go for opting this public cloud computing. Here these are the public cloud providers: Amazon Web Services, Google Cloud Engine, Microsoft Azure, iCloud. These are the examples for the public cloud. And the next type of the cloud is private cloud. So what will happen in the private cloud and what is the definition of this private cloud? So generally private cloud is a computing model that offers a proprietary environment dedicated to a single business entity. And in the private cloud environment, a dedicated storage and hardware resources provided to a single organization. A private cloud can be either hosted within the company premises or it can be outsourced to a trusted and reliable third party vendor. So it offers privacy and data security to the company. As the private cloud, it offers dedicated storage and hardware resources. Definitely, it offers the privacy and data security to the company. So the resources in case of private cloud are not shared with the others, and so it offers better performance as well when compared to the public cloud. And the next type of the cloud computing model is the hybrid cloud. So the hybrid cloud is a solution that combines a private cloud with one or more public cloud services. So in the hybrid cloud computing, it allows combination of both public and private cloud. So this helps the companies to maximize their efficiency and delivery of the better performance to the clients. So in this model, the companies can use the public cloud for transferring the non-confidential data. When the data is not a major concern, and they can go for this. Okay, when means the non-confidential data will be transferred to the public cloud, and whatever the sensitive data is there, that can be transferred to the private cloud for hosting any critical applications. So that's why hybrid cloud is nowadays it is becoming popular. And the next one is then after this various cloud models, next topic is the cloud services. So depending on the service provided by the cloud, there are three types of services. What are those? Those are infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. So the most basic category of cloud computing service, that is infrastructure as a service. In this infrastructure as a service, you can rent IT infrastructure server and virtual machines, storage, network, operating system from a cloud provider on a pay as you go basis. Next type of the service is the platform as a service. So the platform as a service offers the cloud computing services that supply an on-demand environment for developing, testing, delivering, and managing various software applications. So the platform as a service, it is designed to make it easier for developer to quickly create web or mobile app. So they need not to worry about setting up the various software and configuring various details in infrastructure level. Simply, what they can do is they can simply focus on the development portion. So the database settings, networking settings, server settings, they need not to worry about that. Next service is the software as a service. Software as a service is a method for delivering software application over the internet. So the various softwares will be available over the cloud, and simply whoever they need those software, they can use it and they can pay for what they use. So with software as a service, cloud provider host and manage the software applications and underlying infrastructure and handle any maintenance like software upgrades and security patches. So user connect to the application over the internet, usually using the any web server on their mobiles or their laptops, tablets. Here we have some more examples of various types of cloud services. So software as a service platform examples are like in Google Apps, Dropbox, Salesforce, Cisco WebEx, GoToMeeting. These are the examples for the software as a service. We are all familiar with this Dropbox, Cisco WebEx, GoToMeeting. Next example for the platform as a service is these are the examples: Windows Azure, Force.com, Google App Engine, OpenShift. These are the examples. Next example for the infrastructure as a service or system. We know this: Microsoft Azure, GCE, Google Computing Engine, Amazon Web Service. These are the infrastructure as a service. They will offer the infrastructure. That's why those comes under the infrastructure as a service. And these are some of the uses of the cloud computing. Using the cloud computing, you can create various web application, mobile application without putting lot of effort in setting up the environment. You can apply this cloud computing for the data mining area also for getting the hidden knowledge. Normally, data mining needs lot of computing power. So setting up for the large infrastructure is not that much easy. So normally we will work maybe 1 month or 2 months or 6 months. So for the 1 or 2 months, investing money for infrastructure is not recommendable. So we can use the existing cloud computing environment for running the data mining application. We can use the data mining, so we can use the cloud computing for the storage purpose also. You can host your web applications over the cloud also. Next, you can store the data over the cloud and you can recover it later if any issues are there, because over the cloud data will be replicated in the multiple locations. So the recovery also easy over the cloud computing. Next is when we should go for the cloud infrastructure. When data protection is a major concern, we can go for the cloud infrastructure. If you want to have a secured data storage, you can offer the cloud infrastructure. Next, uh, during the course of implementation, if you need to scale your infrastructure, so you can go for this cloud. Next, if you want to have shorter response time for your development, you can go for this cloud infrastructure. Means within a real time, if you want to complete the job assigned to you, or if you want to release your product within a shorter span of time, you can go for the cloud infrastructure. Otherwise, the most of the time will be invested over the setting up the infrastructure, setting up the various software, creating the platform for developing the application. So the time we can reduce it and we can invest that much amount of time for developing. Next, when you require the high computing power for your application running, you can go with the cloud infrastructure. So normally, uh, when we process any videos, images, we require the high computing power. So that high-end machine, the purchasing is very costly. We cannot purchase it. So instead of purchasing it, you take a rent, whatever the computing power you require, and you develop it, you process it, then pay the rent for it. That's it. So for when you require high computing power for the your application development, you can go for it. And when you should go for cloud computing is if you want to use the resources for the limited time, you can go for this cloud computing. So if you want to run your project for the longer period, the cloud infrastructure is not recommendable. So if you are running your application for the longer period, better to purchase own infrastructure, better to establish own infrastructure, and you can use it for further also. So cloud is recommendable only for the limited amount of time application. It is not recommended for the long run application. The project or the product which you are going to run, which you are going to use it for the longer period, you need not to hire the cloud infrastructure. So this is what about the basics of the cloud computing. And next topics onwards, we will see the practical involvement of this, how we can establish the cloud infrastructure, how we can build a cloud using the Amazon Web Service. We will see.